The 1960s was a time where different communities emerged as various circumstances arose. Peace activists and advocates for civil rights voiced their demands for change as America was progressing. Despite the advancements that were achieved during this time, many people still believed that there was much more to be accomplished before America was fully developed socially. Their incentive for this belief was mostly motivated by the fact that consistently, police brutality was prominent against Black citizens of America. This led American citizens seeking change to explore alternative approaches to obtain the justice that they desired. The Black Panther Party began in 1966 due to emphasized anger towards police brutality, and attempted to dismantle the racist society that they were living in, something that is still being continued today. The strategies of this party were unprecedented, and according to some, uncalled for. Nevertheless, the Black Panther Party, founded by Bobby Seale and Huey P. Newton, led to a movement that embodied increased pride in Black communities. The Black Panther Party began during a time of political and civil unrest. However, it also began during the commencement of a progressive movement, filled with leaders, artists, and passionate young activists. The Black Panther Party's alternative tactics in achieving their goals for liberation began with their creation of the 10-Point Program and their mascot. The 10-Point Program was a straightforward list that stated explicitly what Newton and Seale felt that they, and all other oppressed Black citizens, deserved. Some things that the Black Panthers demanded were employment, decent housing, and an immediate end to police brutality. In utilizing this method, Newton and Seale were clear on their intentions for creating the Black Panther Party, and they displayed a diligence that evinced that they would not easily back down. Additionally, Newton and Seale finalized their representation of their movement, a Black Panther. Bobby Seale stated that the nature of the Panther is that he never attacks, but if anyone attacks him or backs him into a corner, the Panther comes out to wipe that aggressor or that attacker out absolutely, resolutely, wholly, thoroughly, and completely. In making this comparison, Seale implied that the Black members of society had been backed into a corner, similarly to the Panther. Further, this insinuated that, given no other practical option, the oppressed citizens of America would finally retaliate against the racism and prejudice they face. Thus, they made the decision to not remain nonviolent and employ firearms for means of protection. In the previously mentioned 10-Point Program, Newton and Seale deduced that all Black people should arm themselves for self-defense in order to resist police brutality in their Black community. Furthermore, they emphasized their unalienable rights by including that the Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States gives a right to bear arms. Furthermore, other Black citizens, such as Angela Davis, spoke out in consolidation of their conscious violence.
I remember my father having to have guns at his disposal at all times because of the fact that at any moment we might expect to be attacked. They had to take their guns and patrol our community every night because they did not want that to happen again. I mean, that's why when someone asks me about violence, I just find it incredible. What it means is that the person who's asking that question has absolutely no idea what Black people have gone through, what Black people have experienced in this country since the time the first Black person was kidnapped from the shores of Africa.
However, there were consequences that emerged due to their bold techniques. The Black Panther Party's portrayal in the media as an extremely aggressive group caused many to misinterpret the goals of the party. Bobby Rush, the Black Panther Party leader in Illinois, stated that the image of the Black Panther Party has been misunderstood to the extent that many feel the only way they can relate to the Panthers is to pick up a gun. This evinces the alienation of more conservative, but equally influential and passionate, members of the community that inevitably occurred due to the negative connotations associated with the party. There were also consequences in terms of losing members of the party, both temporarily and permanently. Bobby Hutton, their treasurer, was killed after an incident with the police. Due to this, Huey Newton felt obligated to protect citizens who were being arrested. This eventually led to his arrest for being guilty of voluntary manslaughter. results from the militant approaches of the Black Panther Party were major setbacks. Nevertheless, the Black Panthers persevered because they believed, as Bobby Seale stated, that the time was then to wage a relentless revolutionary struggle against the fascist, avaricious, demagogic, ruling class and their low-life sadistic pigs. Thus, the fight continued until 1982 when both external and internal conflicts within their community hindered their ability to progress in the movement. However, the struggle for equality still continues relentlessly today. For, as Aaron Teixeira stated, every day African American men are consciously working to offset stereotypes about them, that they are dangerous, aggressive, angry. Some smile a lot, dress conservatively, and speak with deference. Yes, sir, or no, ma'am. They are mindful of their bodies, careful not to dart into closing elevators or stand too close in grocery stores. This displays the discomfort some still experience with being Black in America. Groups such as Black Lives Matter, focusing on police brutality against Black citizens, have continued fighting for the rights of Black citizens in America, and may derive strength or inspiration from the militant and dedicated leaders of the Black Panther Party.
We went to the Capitol, we were there to deliver a message based upon our understanding of what racism is and how it's inflicted upon us in our communities here in America, and deliver this message to the world that we must arm ourselves, that we are in imminent danger, that the concentration camps in Tule Lake, in Arizona, and Oklahoma are now being rejuvenated, reset up for us, and we will defend ourselves.